Now let us take our next topic, Planck's quantum theory. What is Planck's quantum theory? It is basically applied for the electromagnetic radiations and already explained to black body radiations. When you take radiations from here, it only refers to electromagnetic radiations in Planck's quantum theory. So in the theory we have certain postulates. Write down postulates of Planck's quantum theory. लिख लीजिए. The energy of electromagnetic radiations is directly proportional to its frequency. Directly proportional to its frequency. If I take E is energy and nu is frequency, when we remove the sign of proportionality, I can write energy equal to how much? H nu. Or what is frequency? C by lambda. Or what is 1 by lambda? I can write as 1 by lambda can be taken as nu bar, wave number. In the given expression, we can take nu is frequency of the radiations. C is velocity of light, that is same as radiation speed also. Lambda is wavelength, already explained to you. What is wave number? This term is called wave number. 1 by lambda is taken as wave number. One term is new introduced to you, and one term is new introduced here is called H. What is H? This H is called as Planck's constant. H is called as Planck's constant. The value of Planck's constant is how much? The value of Planck's constant is taken 6.626 into 10 to power minus 34 joule second. Don't write joule per second, it is joule second. Or it can be taken 6.626 into 10 to power minus 27 erg second. The value of Planck's constant is taken 6.626 into 10 to power minus 34 joule second, or 6.626 into 10 to power minus 27 erg second. लिख लिया पहला पॉइंट यहाँ पे, energy of radiation is proportional to, in this case I hope the rest term is clear to you. This term is frequency, lambda is wavelength, they are variable, and C is velocity of light, radiations is constant, 3 into 10 to power 8 meter per second. The velocity of light is constant, fixed, 3 into 10 to power 8 meter per second. Let us take next postulate. Then write second postulate, write down each radiation is associated with definite amount of energy, and this energy is called as radiant energy. Each radiation is associated with a definite amount of energy, and this energy is called as radiant energy. This energy is called as radiant energy. Next point, radiant energy is emitted or absorbed discontinuously in the form of energy packets called quanta. In the form of energy packets, we can call them quanta. In case of light, this quanta term is plural, singular term is quantum. If it is taken for light, one quantum simply can indicate one photon of light. Quanta is plural, singular is quantum. One quantum will be same as one photon in case of light. इसका मीनिंग क्या होता है? रेडिएंट एनर्जी इज एमिटेड और एब्जॉर्ब डिसकंटिन्यूअसली. मीनिंग क्या होता है कि इफ आई टेक डिफरेंस और वी कैन टेक एनर्जी चेंज डेल्टा E, it can be taken E2 minus E1. It can be taken, how to find this value? It is taken NH nu, or I can write NH. What is frequency? C by lambda, NH C by lambda. or we can write here NHC into wave number, because 1 by lambda become how much? Wave number. 1 by lambda will be your wave number, so it is your delta E. It is E2 minus E1 is NH nu, or NHC by lambda, or NHC into wave number, where N is what here? Integer value. N should be always whole number. N can be 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on, but not fractional. But not fractional. N can be whole number, 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on, a large number possible, but N cannot be fractional. That is meaning discontinuously. It is not that way कि suppose some energy supplied, उसका मन एनर्जी लेने का ज़्यादा नहीं है, तो if you take one, it can take say 0.5 photon or 0.5 quanta energy, and rest 0.5 quanta is we can take rejected, कि अब नहीं चाहिए, पेट भर गया. इसमें क्या होता है? एनर्जी whatever taken should be entirely absorbed or entirely emitted. That is meaning discontinuous. If you take the region for black body radiations, this one was the region. Okay, when that is meaning of this term discontinuous. Energy exchange will take place by the black body or even other bodies. When they can have two possibilities. Energy can either be emitting out or energy may be absorbed. Energy change, if it is in the form of the electromagnetic radiations, it is always discontinuous in the form of energy packets called quanta. One quantum is same as one photon of light. और ये इसका मीनिंग है. If I suppose even take calculation of energy which is exchanged directly E, तो E I can take is NH nu or NHC by lambda or NHC into wave number, where N can be taken as whole number values 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on, but not fractional. If N could have been fractional, then I can use word continuous. यहाँ पे क्या है? Discontinuous. दो क्वांटा है तो पूरा एब्जॉर्ब होंगे या पूरा एब्जॉर्ब नहीं होंगे. मीन्स इट इज नॉट दैट कि 1.5 क्वांटा ले लिया बाकी 0.5 छोड़ दिया, या 1.5 रिलीज कर दिया 0.5 रख लिया, ऐसा नहीं होता है. जब भी आपका एनर्जी चेंज होना है इन द फॉर्म ऑफ रेडिएशन, तो कैसे होता है? हमेशा इन ए होल नंबर मल्टीपल्स. एनर्जी एक्सचेंज विल बी ऑलवेज इन इज whole number multiple, integral multiple of the one quanta. One quanta can be taken h nu. Energy of one quantum can be taken as h nu, and it should be whole number. That is meaning of this term quanta. On this point or on this concept, we can have some practice of the questions, some numerical question practice, which is given directly in examinations, and after that we will start your Bohr's atomic model. Let us take some questions on this Planck's quantum theory or calculation of wave number, wavelength, frequency of radiations. So one question given to you here. आप क्वेश्चन के पहले write down question. Calculate bit A wave number. It is wave number nu bar wave number. Second bit and frequency nu of yellow radiation having wavelength 5800 angstrom. Having wavelength 5800 angstrom. Very easy question. Try this question yourself. Now let's come on solution part of this question. We have very easy question this one here. So how to calculate wave number? We have taken relation. First it is taken calculation of wave number. It is 1 by wavelength. Nu bar is wave number, and this wave number is equal to 1 by lambda, 1 by wavelength. So what is coming value? Put the value of wavelength 5800 angstrom. To get the value in meters, I can convert this to 10 to power minus 10 meters. So this unit become meter inverse. On solving, this can be taken 10 to power 10 by 5800. On solving, this value will come. On solving, this value is coming 1.724 into 10 to power 6 per meter. Suppose we find this value in per centimeter, so divide by 100, so it is 1.724 into 10 to power 4 per centimeter. This value become this much per centimeter. Then bit B, how to find frequency? Frequency can be taken C by lambda, all radiations are having, or they will travel with the same velocity equal to c. C is how much? 3 into 10 to power 8 meter per second. And what is wavelength? 5800 into 10 to power minus 10 meters. So what unit remain? Per second. On solving this value, frequency will come 5.172 into 10 to power 14 per second. Cycles per second, I can write also hertz, or simply per second or hertz, indicating that cycles per second, or this indicative of hertz units. Okay, that is calculation of wave number 1 by lambda, then frequency c by lambda, because what is c? Nu lambda. So I hope it is clear. चलिए, let us take next question now. So write next question. लिखिए, the Vividh Bharati station of All India Radio Delhi broadcasts on a frequency of 1.368 kilohertz. 1.368 kilohertz. Full stop. Calculate the lambda. Calculate the wavelength of the electromagnetic radiations. Calculate the wavelength of the electromagnetic radiations emitted by transmitter. Full stop. Which part of electromagnetic spectrum it belongs to? Which part of electromagnetic spectrum it belongs to? So try this question yourself. The solution part of this question. Again, it is a very easy question. To solve this question, what is given to us? Given to us is frequency and required is wavelength. So what is relation? C is equal to nu lambda. So for calculation of wavelength we require, C is given to us 3 into 10 to power 8 meter per second. What is frequency? 1.368 kilohertz. How to make it hertz? Into 1000. 1 kilo is how much? 1000 of whatever unit taken here. So frequency is 1.368 into 10 to power 3 hertz. From here we can find the wavelength value. Lambda कितना आएगा सॉल्व करने पर? C by frequency 3 into 10 to power 8 divided by 1.368 into 10 to power 3. So on solving this value is coming 2.193 into 10 to power 5 meters. This wavelength coming, this lambda is coming in the longer wavelength region, and in the spectrum it is coming in the radio waves region. Okay, let us take next question now here. आप लोग अगला क्वेश्चन लिखिए. Write down. A 100 watt bulb emits monochromatic light of wavelength 400 nanometer. Calculate the number of photons emitted by the bulb per second. Calculate the number of photons emitted by the bulb per second. Okay, try this question yourself. Now in this case, in solution part of this question, it's very easy question. आपको दिया है power of the bulb is given 100 watts. If it is taken, this energy or rating is 100 watts means 100 joules per second. This means 100 joules per second. The rating of bulb is given 100 watt means 100 joules per second. They emit monochromatic means single wavelength radiations of wavelength given 400 nanometer. So in 1 second, how much energy will be emitting out? This much. So energy can be taken here. Energy emitted by the bulb per second can be taken 100 joules, and this energy you can equate by radiation NHC by lambda. From here, what is number of photons? This can be taken energy if I write E as energy by relation only first, into wavelength divided by hc. एनर्जी कितना आपको दिया है 100 जूल्स, लैम्बडा दिया है 400 नैनोमीटर, मेक इट मीटर्स. hc, h is Planck's constant 6.626 into 10 to power minus 34 joule second. c is velocity of light 3 into 10 to power 8 meter per second. On solving this value entirely and calculating the answer should be coming here 2.012 into 10 to power 20 will be number of photons which are emitted by the bulb per second. See, in question solving, this product of H into C will be used very commonly. In solving question, H into C will be used very frequently. This product of H into C you can take directly as, you can take multiplication directly here. (19.878) into 10 to power minus 26. The product of H into C you can use directly in the expression 19.878 into 10 to power minus 26. We can use the value of H into C in the given relation, because in many questions this product H into C will be used together. So we can directly use this value here. Okay. Let us take next question. So write next question now. देखिए, a bulb emits light of wavelength. A bulb emits light of wavelength 4500 angstrom. Full stop. The bulb is rated as 150 watt. The bulb is rated as 150 watt and 8% of the energy is emitted as light. How many photons are emitted by the bulb per second? How many photons are emitted by the bulb per second? So try this question yourself. Now let's come on solution part of this question. To solve this question, we can take आपको दिया 150 वाट का मीनिंग क्या होता है? 150 joules per second. So of the total energy, that is the power consumption by the bulb, how much energy is given out as light? So we can take energy given out as light is 8%. 150 into 8% coming 12 joules. On solving this is coming 12 joules, and then this energy is given out as light, photons of this wavelength. So you can take calculation wise energy equal to how much? N hc by lambda. From here how much is number of photons? E into lambda divided by H into C. E आपको दिया है एनर्जी 12 जूल्स, लैम्बडा दिया है फोटॉन्स का वेवलेंथ 4500 एंगस्ट्रॉम, मेक इट मीटर्स. H into C I told right now the value 19.878 into 10 to power minus 26. As a whole the value you can take this value solving coming 2.715 into 10 to power 19 photons per second. So n is taken number of photons which are emitted by the bulb per second, 2.715 into 10 to power 19 photons per second. So whenever this kind of question given to you, you target के एनर्जी का रिलेशन निकालना है वेवलेंथ से, फ्रीक्वेंसी से, नंबर ऑफ फोटॉन्स को साथ लेकर के यहाँ पर, and that is how this kind of question you can solve. Okay, let us take one next question. Write down next question. Calculate the wavelength of radiations which can cause photodissociation of chlorine molecule. Calculate wavelength of radiations which can cause photodissociation of chlorine molecule. Chlorine bond energy is 243 kilojoule per mole. Let's solve this question. In solving this question again, we are given the bond enthalpy of chlorine bond kilojoule per mole, meaning to break the Cl2 molecule to form chlorine atoms, energy required is this much, 243 kilojoule per mole for 1 mole. So for energy per molecule can be taken here, or energy can be written how much? NhC by lambda. In this case, n taken 1 mole means Avogadro's number, n is taken number of photons equal to Avogadro's number. Energy taken how much? 243 kilojoule. Make it joules. N taken Avogadro's number 6.02 into 10 to the power 23. H into C product, I can take directly value 19.878 into 10 to the power minus 26 divided by 19.878 into 10 to the power minus 26 by lambda. आपको निकालना क्या है? lambda. On solving this, wavelength will come in meters. Solving this, wavelength will come in meters, and when we convert to nanometer, this will come 490 nanometer as your answer. So this kind of question can be given. Very simple questions कि number of photons निकालिए, energy निकालिए, या relation में निकालना होगा lambda निकालिए. So you can solve this question very easily. Now 1 point more you can take. Suppose in any case, suppose we find number of photon based questions. If we take number of photons coming 24.2. Okay, suppose for some purpose energy required n coming 24.2, then what should be answer? Then answer should be always taken next higher number 25. If they ask question to find the number of photon required for some purpose to see an object or other region, so in this kind of case, if n is coming 24.2, you make it always next higher number. You make it always next higher number 25, because if you take 24 photons or quantum, energy will be less than that required. So if in any case, if n coming fractional value, in such kind of question your answer should be always next higher number. So this is one question taken here more on this concept. चलिए आगे चलते हैं. So let us take our next question. आप लोग next question लिखिए. Write down. A photon of 300 nanometer is absorbed by a gas, and then emit two photons. One photon has wavelength 496 nanometer. Then find the wavelength of other photon. So try this question yourself. Now let's come on solution part. To solve this question, it's very easy question. To solve this question, we can simply use law of conservation of energy. The total energy of photons, two or their single, should be same. So I can use expression hc by lambda, absorb photon is equal to hc by lambda 1, photon 1, by hc by lambda 2, second photon. Now in this case, if I directly compare, I can directly cancel out hc term combinedly. Then what is lambda? Absorb given here 300 nanometer. 1 by lambda 1, suppose 496 nanometer. Then second lambda you can take in same units. You can take all the values of lambda in same units. So on calculation from here, the lambda will come 759 nanometer as your answer. For this question, the answer is 759 nanometer. On solving this, you get your answer. Okay. Let us take next question. So write down our next question. आप लोग लिखिए question next वाला. लिखिए. A certain dye absorbs light of wavelength 4000 angstrom. I can write them lambda 1. And then fluorescence light of wavelength, we can take lambda 2, 5000 angstrom. आगे लिखिए. Assuming that under given conditions 50% of the absorbed energy, 50% of the absorbed energy is re-emitted as fluorescence. Full stop. Calculate the ratio of number of quanta emitted out to the number of quanta absorbed. Calculate the ratio of number of quanta emitted out to the number of quanta absorbed. So try this question yourself. Now let's come on solution part. To solve this question, if I suppose take a solution of a dye, it absorbs photons of wavelength lambda 1, I can take here 4000 angstrom. Then they re-emit photons of wavelength 5000 angstrom. That's the meaning here. इसका मीनिंग क्या होता है? एनर्जी गिवन आउट. फ्लोरोसेंस का मीनिंग क्या है? आपका सोल्यूशन डाई का दिया हुआ है, पहले वो क्या करता है? एनर्जी एब्जॉर्ब करेगा यहाँ पर. सपोज हम मानते हैं n1 आपका नंबर ऑफ क्वांटा दिए हुए हैं, एब्जॉर्ब है. n1 इज द नंबर ऑफ क्वांटा एब्जॉर्ब. n1 is the quanta absorbed. And then n2 can be taken number of quanta emitted out. n2 is the number of quanta emitted out. From the Planck's quantum theory, what this says, energy absorbed or emitted out should be discontinuous in the form of energy packets called quanta, and number of quanta absorbed or emitted whatever should be whole number multiples, should be a single whole number values. So we can take n1 is the number of quanta absorbed, n2 is number of quanta emitted out. They absorb the photons of this wavelength 4000 angstrom, and energy is given out as fluorescence light of wavelength 5000 angstrom. This you have to understand first. Now आगे पार्ट फिर सिंपल है. क्या लिखा है? Assuming that under the given conditions 50% of the absorbed energy is re-emitted out as fluorescence. So how much is the energy in this case re-emitted out? If I write here, energy emitted out is E2. Energy emitted out is, I can write N2 Hc by lambda 2. N2 is known to you, Hc constant आपका है, N2 is not known to you, lambda 2 only known to you. And how much is energy? I can write this energy as E2 is equal to how much? N2 Hc by lambda 2. How much is the energy absorbed? That I can write E1 will be how much? N1 Hc by lambda 1. Now the ratio of these two values of energy is given how much? 50%. Half हो जाएगा. तो the ratio N2 E2 by E1 will be how much? If we compare the two expressions, Hc can directly cancel out, so it is N2 into lambda 1 by N1 into lambda 2. That's all. So what the ratio taken here? It is how much given? 50%. 1 by 2 हो जाएगा, half हो जाएगा इसमें. So in this case, now put in the value. What is lambda 1 taken here? Absorbed energy means N2 by N1 will be how much from here? 1 by 2 into what is lambda 2? 5000, lambda 1 4000. You can take directly ratios because that directly help you to find the answer. You can take here this coming how much? 5 by 8. So your answer for this question become 5 by 8. Ratio of the number of quanta emitted out is N2. Number of quanta are absorbed N1. So ratio of N2 by N1 will be how much in this case? 5 by 8. I hope it is clear. बहुत सिंपल क्वेश्चन है. आप पहले देखेंगे कि नंबर ऑफ क्वांटा एब्जॉर्ब इज N1 at the wavelength lambda 1. Quanta emitted out is N2 at the wavelength lambda 2. Energy is given out as fluorescence, means again as radiations only. So ratio of energy given is how much? Half. And then you can solve simply. Okay. Let us take next question now. So let us take one more very easy question. आपका next question यहाँ पे दिया हुआ है. आप write down next question लिखिए. Find the ratio of energy. Find the ratio of energy of a photon of wavelength 3000 angstrom to that of a photon of wavelength 6000 angstrom. Find the ratio of energy of a photon of wavelength 3000 angstrom to that of a photon of wavelength 6000 angstrom. Okay. So try this question yourself. बहुत easy question. Now coming on solution part, for the photon, how to find energy? Energy of photon can be given as hc by lambda per photon. So if I take energy, we can take from here is inversely proportional to wavelength, because h is Planck's constant, c is velocity of light constant. So ratio of energy, if I write E1 by E2, can be taken how much? Reciprocal of wavelength ratios. If I take it is taken, suppose lambda 1, it is lambda 2. So energy taken how much? Lambda 1 3000 angstrom, lambda 2 6000 angstrom. So that's ratio will be how much? 2:1. हो गया. So for the photons, energy is inversely proportional to wavelength. If at all question given to you, no need of energy calculation, you can take directly ratios, because you know energy is directly proportional to frequency from Planck's quantum theory. So energy is inversely proportional to wavelength. Okay, चलिए क्वेश्चन आप लिखेंगे इसमें. नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन आप लिखिए. सो राइट नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन लिखिए. क्वेश्चन, photons having wavelength 310 nanometer, photons having wavelength lambda 310 nanometer is used to break the bond of A2 molecule, is used to break the bond of A2 molecule having bond energy 288 kilojoule per mole, having bond energy 288 kilojoule per mole. Then find the percentage of energy of photon, then find the percentage of energy of photon converted to kinetic energy, then find the energy of photon, find the percentage of energy of photon converted to kinetic energy. So try this question yourself. Now coming on solution part, to solve this question is having one extra point: energy of photon changes to kinetic energy. See, when we have a molecule, it breaks to form atoms. So in this case, we are supplying photons of this energy. Lambda is the photons which are provided here, and also given the energy required actually to break the bonds in 1 mole of molecules. So we can find here what? If we find energy of let's say energy required, means energy of photon is how much? Energy of photon can be taken, it is energy of photon, I write here, is equal to hc by lambda. You can find the energy of photon by relation h into c, 19.878 into 10 to power minus 26 joules by wavelength taken 310 nanometer, make it to meters. So it is energy of photon. I can write it is E1. So it is E1. It is energy of photon per photon. Now to break one bond, how much energy required? Energy required for bond breaking will be how much? I write E2, ये दिया है 288 kilojoule. First make it joules. It is per mole. For 1 mole of molecules, that much energy required. So we can take per molecule how much energy required here, divide by Avogadro's number. That is the energy required to break the bond of A2 molecule. Now we can compare two energies. When you compare this energy, E1 should be higher. Energy E1 should be higher than E2, otherwise bond cannot break up. If E2 is higher than E1, then that means E2 is we find the energy of photon for bond breaking. निकाल लेंगे आप, दोनों कंपेयर कर लीजिए. यहाँ पर क्या है, E1 आपका हायर होना चाहिए E2 से. E1 is more than E2. That means we supply more energy than the required energy. So what happens? The energy of photon which is not used up will convert to kinetic energy. So difference you can find here. Delta E will be energy difference is E1 minus E2 per molecule taken here. So E1 minus E2. Then what the percentage? This energy difference it convert to kinetic energy. Supplied energy is more. required energy is less, so the difference of energy in two process will change to the kinetic energy of the molecule of these atoms. So anyway, there are only percentage of energy change to kinetic energy. This can be taken percentage of energy of photon changing to kinetic energy will be your delta E by E1 into 100. It is energy difference. How much energy required actual आपका दिया हुआ है joules per molecule. It is per photon. So that give your answer. Answers on solving this question should come 25% is the answer to this question. ये क्वेश्चन आपको समझ में आया कि नहीं आया? एक बार और सुन लीजिए क्वेश्चन का मीनिंग क्या था कि हमने फोटोन सप्लाई किए इसको मॉलिक्यूल्स को है ऑफ ए गिवन एनर्जी और आपको दिया है एक्चुअल एनर्जी कितना रिक्वायर्ड है. एक बॉन्ड को ब्रेक करने में कितना एनर्जी रिक्वायर्ड होगा? यहाँ पे दिया है 288 किलोजूल पर मोल. तो उससे हम कैसे निकालेंगे पर मॉलिक्यूल? पहले फर्स्ट यू कन्वर्ट टू जूल्स एंड देन पर मॉलिक्यूल डिवाइड बाई एवोगाड्रोस नंबर. E1 दिया है एनर्जी ऑफ फोटोन जो हम सप्लाई कर रहे हैं और E2 एनर्जी दिया हुआ है जो कि उसको चाहिए. हम एनर्जी देख रहे हैं ज्यादा, यहाँ पर सप्लाइड एनर्जी हाई है देन द एनर्जी रिक्वायर्ड. सो ए पार्ट ऑफ एनर्जी विल कन्वर्ट टू काइनेटिक एनर्जी. कितना डिफरेंस इन दो एनर्जी के बीच में, जितना डिफरेंस आएगा वो एनर्जी क्या करेगा? कन्वर्ट टू काइनेटिक एनर्जी. फिर परसेंटेज ना हुआ इसमें एनर्जी डिफरेंस by energy of photon into 100 is the energy of photon that will change to the kinetic energy of the atoms. Okay, that is how this question can solve. Now after this now we start theory portion. Coming ahead is Bohr's atomic model.